started. Welcome to Hang with Hang. In today's videos, I'm going to share with you 4 simple keys that I recently just wrote down to deal with fear of changes. This is inspired by me working with the recent clients who ready to venture out to start her own company from a very safe, high-paid corporate job. So if that's you, this video is going to be perfect for you or something close to that. So here, my friend, change can be scary, right? Growing can be scary. And at the same time, when we don't change, we don't grow, we get self-dissatisfaction, we don't get fulfillment. So either way, they both are painful. But as you know, and you connect this like my client, you know in your soul, you need to make this change. So then how are you going to deal with that fear of afraid, that fear of that? So here is my thought. Here are my thoughts on it. Number 1 is to own your fear with convictions, which means to embrace your human self. It is normal. It is normal to be human, to feel these uncomfortable thing of growth and change. I mean, as part of a human need, we need to feel secure. We need to feel stable. And we also have a need to grow and change too. It's an orthodox, right? So embrace that part, own with conviction, and face that fear straight on. What are you afraid of? So that's 1. And number 2 is I would invite you to look at the deeper wound in this. Now, for my clients, you know, one of the deeper wounds for her was that she has a very severe trauma when she was about 3 years old that really shut off her voice, that she couldn't speak up, for herself. And for some reason, that very specific trauma direct link to how she feel about starting this company. And we laugh about it in the sense that, wow, you let a 3 years old running and starting your company, and you know, logically doesn't make sense, but emotionally that's why it's there. So chances are, if you've done the work and you know intellectually you can make this change, but then there's a big part of you resist to this change, then that means there is a deeper wound. Then I invite you to explore that deeper wound on your own, or have a professional to work with you on it, because once you remove that, it makes life so much easier, my friend. And number 3, this is chances are I'm going to tell you something you already know. Change is good, because change helps us grow. If we don't change, we don't grow, we die. What you're experiencing right now is the pain of transitions, and that pain of transition is normal and is okay. So understand that that's part of life evolution. So allow yourself to have some degree of acceptance of the transition space that you're in. And here's the thing, you're going to be in this transition until you're not. It's gonna be done anyway. So just ride away with it. Are you with me? So change is good, transition is painful, and it's okay. And while you move through this, connect to that inspired energy of the vision of the change that you want, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's a new business like my client that's trying to start to, or whether it's a new place that you're going to move to and it feels so scary. So connect to your love, your inspired energy with that visions, because ultimately, in order for you to move through this, your love for that vision, for your love for that person or for that place, it has to be greater than the pain itself that you're moving through right now. And if it's not greater, then maybe this is not the vision. Maybe you need to up your visions, right? Or to work on your emotional resiliency. So that's what I have for you. So remember, own your fear. 2, explore deeper where that wound is. 3, change is good. Let yourself move through transition. 4, connect to the energy of the inspiration. With that, I believe that you can graciously move through this change and embrace it in the best way you can. And by facing it, you no longer have that fear. So with that, my friend, thank you so much for being here, for listening to me. If you feel this is helpful, please share this to as many hearts as possible. And if you haven't already, you can subscribe, set the notification on, so when the next video come out, we'll remind you when it's come out. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the peace of moving through change. All right, big hug. Until then.